crowded as hell. I guess everybody start Christmas shopping already or something. Cars every damn where. And it's cold out here. And it's dark early. Yeah, I recently just heard a Mobb Deep song. Took me back. Took me back reminiscing. So back in 2001, I think was it 2000, 2001, I got arrested over a Mobb Deep song. So what album was that? Wasn't it? I think it was wasn't the Infamous. It was like the next album, or was it the Infamous? I don't know, but they had a song on there called God Father Part 3, Godfather Part 3. And on the actual song version that's on the seatbelt on the version that's on the actual album, if you get the full version of it, the song comes on with a bunch of gunshots. It comes on with a bunch of gunshots. You know what I'm saying? Probably about like 20 shots or something like that. They got like a skit going on the song. They see somebody out the window. They're like, let me do it. And they messing with the gun and start shooting on the skit on the song. So you hear like 20 gunshots. So my dumb ass, this is back when I had like a loud system in my car, big speakers and shit, 12s, whatever, serving Vegas probably or something like that with the amp and all that shit. Riding around with that song, with that part playing super loud. So, and it was nighttime, so anybody that was around would have thought it was actual gunshots. So all you hear out of nowhere is like 20 gunshots. But on my song, I coming out of my car. So here come the goddamn police pulling up because of that. You know what I'm saying? They the whole thing at the end of the day, that the whole arrest was really a legal search and seizure, but they had probable cause to come at least give me a ticket. So they come to the car, ask us questions. Me and my boy was in there, my co-defendant. So they end up seeing a case of beer in the back seat on the floor. But my co-defendant, I was like 19 at the time, but my co-defendant was 21. So there's nothing wrong with that. He's a 21 years old. Closed case of beer in the back, like a 6-pack or something like that. So then one thing leads to another. He starts searching. Jokers both had guns on them. Man, I got caught with a Colt 45 Anaconda. That's the Clint Eastwood gun. Clint Eastwood Colt 45 Anaconda. The shells in that thing. See my pinky right here. The shells in that thing about the size of my pinky. That gun I got caught with. And my boy had a 38 Larson. Larkin. I forget how to pronounce it, but a Larson, cheap ass gun. Larkin. One of those, that's how you pronounce it. That's what my boy had. That's a cheap ass gun too, a Larson. Larson is shit legit. That's just a cheap gun. But yeah, we got grabbed up over a Mobb Deep song, man, messing with the God Father Part 3 because it comes on with those gunshots. I forgot all about that shit till I heard the song. I was like, oh my goodness. And I was already out on bail for a drug case when I got arrested with the gun. And they did us dirty, you know what I'm saying? So this is what happened with the gun case. So the legal search and seizure. So they came into the car, like I said. They had probable cause to stop because of the gunshots. You heard that. So just for the loud music alone, you can get a ticket for that. But the searching was illegal. So he pulled me out the car first, searched me. And Joker had a bag of bullets in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? I had a bag of bullets in my pocket. Like, because it was a revolver. So a revolver only holds, at the most, you're going to get a revolver with 6. There's like smaller 22s I seen back in the day that hold more than, I think, 8 or something like that. But the average revolver holds 5 or 6 bullets in it. You know what I mean? So I had an extra bag of bullets on me. So, of course, they found the bullets, and one thing led to another. You know what I'm saying? They found both of the guns under both of our seats. He was driving. I was on the passenger seat. Found that. But the thing with the gun was that they charged. I'm not sure if it really had an altered serial number on it. I think it had like a mark on the serial number. I don't think it was actually scratched off. I think it was just marked up. So that was one of the charges they gave me. But when it came time for me to go to court, they allowed me to plea out to the possession of a firearm with an altered identification number because that wasn't a felony. Because really, I was supposed to beat the whole shit with an illegal search and seizure. We were supposed to beat the whole case. But my lawyer was a public offender at the time. He was like, I had a public offender. He was like, yeah, technically you could beat this case. Technically, hands down, you could beat this case. It's an obvious open shut legal search and seizure case. But you're two black kids riding around with two guns. So you're going to get convicted anyway. You're going to be found guilty. They're not going to go for that. This is exactly what my white public offender told me. Two black kids riding around in Easton with two guns. So either way, you got to do time for this, but you can beat it. You should definitely be able to beat it with a legal search and seizure after the fact. And all this type of shit, basically walk a joker into it because they don't want to do too much work. Public offender, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with that. I ended up taking the plea. Then got done dirty, took a plea. At that point, I was locked up for like, I think 6 months by the time we went to court, something like that, 9 months. Took a plea, was supposed to get out. Before we went, you know how you take a plea, your public offender, your lawyer, to talk with the DA. Before you take a plea, they're like, oh, they're agreeing to this, you plead to this, to agree to this, the time, da-da-da-da. Did all that shit. Went up in there, then they talking about a PSI, which is a pre-sentencing investigation. So instead of me going in there and pleading out, which I did plead, but they didn't give me the sentence, instead of accepting the plea, the judge ordered a PSI on me. Pre-sentence investigation. What that led to was that my juvenile case coming up, I had a felony as a juvenile, so they ended up using my juvenile record and my point system to give me a elevated sentencing on the point system, which ended up making them give me a state sentence on some bullshit. My co-defendant, he got time served and got out because he went from a different judge. They didn't do that to him. But yeah, it put me through the PSI, the point system shit. So I ended up doing another year after that, which then I told a story before about how I see some people in there comment. I can't really see who it is. It's dark, but I think I see a mod in there shooting people down, unless maybe somebody's deleted something. I don't know. And this also led to me 20 years later, which you might have heard me talk about if you follow my channel. I became a real estate agent back in 2017. Because, like I said, when I plead out to that, because it was a felony to begin with, the gun charge was an original felony. They allowed me to plea out to that identity, the altered serial number shit, which was a misdemeanor. Because that's a charge that a person who owns a legal gun can just have. Maybe it got scratched up or something. I guess you're supposed to be responsible to make sure the serial number is present, unaltered, clear. You know what I'm saying? That's like something that as a gun owner you're supposed to be responsible for, I guess. So in all these years, 20 years that went by, I'm thinking that this thing was off of my record. It wasn't until I got my real estate license, because I had to hire a lawyer for that, because when I first passed the real estate exam, the state said they had to jump through a couple extra hurdles because of my background. So I had to go, because of that felony matter, because of that felony, they was like, oh, you got a felony, so we can't grant your thing. So I had to go get a lawyer and pay the lawyer. Went to the courthouse, and he got that shit situated on the spot. I didn't have to go to no hearing. I had to file no motions, none of that shit, because they either did this shit purposely, illegally, or it really was a real bad effed up mistake. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to do nothing. They changed that shit from the door. It went down. He had to go to the court of clerks or whatever it was, county rec, whatever it was. They changed that shit immediately. He came back to me with proof and all that. You know what I'm saying? That was 20 years later. And all the years in between that, it was a couple of times when I was trying to go legit, get jobs and stuff like that, kept getting denied and couldn't figure out why. Because all that time, I was lying on job applications without even realizing it. Because I had a felony on my record for all those years without even realizing it. And I was seeing people that getting jobs that I knew like they hire felons and all type of shit for. So I'm like, how come I ain't getting hired here? I know a couple of jokers in here that got felonies. You know what I'm saying? But in my case, it wasn't the fact that I had a felony. It was the fact that I was lying about it to them, which unknowingly, though. I didn't know I had a felony because of that damn gun case from back then. But yeah, man, the Mobb Deep song, G.O.D. Father Part 3, it was a good-ass night. We was chilling. I had a bag of weed, of course. Like I said, we had like some beer in the back, some kind of drink. Probably about to go scoop some chicks up or something like that. Little Joker's party got cut short because of the Mobb Deep song, man. Came on with them goddamn gunshots. And lo and behold, police come messing with us and then find two goddamn guns. So goddamn, they was probably like, yes, these stupid ass little niggas got. I could imagine the police probably to themselves was probably calling us all type of stupid ass dummies and shit. Because essentially, you know what I'm saying? It was my own fault. I was in the it was my car. I was in the passenger seat, but it was my car. So essentially, it was that was my own dumbass fault. Playing loud music with a song that comes on with gunshots when you really got guns in the car is not a good idea. Sheesh, that was like 2001, 20, what's that, 4 years ago? I was 19 or 20. So yeah, man, stupid shit, stupid stuff a Joker has done in life, man. Stupid shit. But that's my Mobb Deep story, man. Got arrested over a motherfucker Mobb Deep. Stupid shit. But that's about it. Over here before I hit this button. Now I'm outside. I'm about to pull back. Let me see if I can see any comments real quick. Cause I'm about to pull up at the store. Whoever commented probably hear them. Hit the goddamn like button too. Okay, check. Okay. Let me see. It says, how you got locked up over Mobb Deep? But I was in the beginning, I told the story. So, why you gay? Said Kerry Kennedy. Young Kai said hi. This is, I can't even see that. This is my town's get out. It says Roadhead. There's a bunch of, oh, not this one right here, though. M. Dofa said, you're so fine. Shout out to you, M. Dofa. I appreciate that. I was about to say there's a bunch of goddamn trolls in here and shit, but we got M. Dofa in here. What's that say? Dog Ukinowski say hi. What does it say? Hi men. Hi men. Charlie Brown 603 said bag of bullets is stupid. Bag of bullets is stupid. Shit. Bag of bullets will save your goddamn life if you got a revolver. You only got 5-6 shots in a revolver. A bag of bullets is essential if you running around with a gun. You shouldn't be out here with no gun or anything. I'm just saying. A bag of spare bullets when you got a revolver, yeah, you're supposed to have a bag of spare bullets because you only got 5 shots in a revolver. 6 if you're lucky. Some guns might have 6, but you ain't gonna have no more than 6. Cause you got a little old ass a 22. I did see a 22 years ago. I think it had like uh 8 bullets. It had revolver. So Daniel Kelly says that FBI IP monitoring complete. You talking about me? I don't care if they're monitoring me or not. This is public record. Shit, I got locked up. What this is? You can look. This shit is on public record. There's nothing I can't talk about. Zernick said you are a phony. Kirk Stevens said you look like my op cousin Slitty. There's a bunch of trolls in here. God damn. At least YouTube opened up my algorithm though. I guess because there's a couple jokers in here talking shit. Says Daniel Kelly says, or is it Danielle? Daniel, I think that's Daniel. Yeah, Daniel Kelly says monitor all IP. Grave Doll said, what's your favorite La Boo Boo? La Boo Boo. La Boo Boo. The hell is that? Emmanuel Rajan 1851 said, I fucked up, cuh. Fucked up what? Adriana said, I really want to meet you there. Please let me know when you are home alone. Thank you. Hajar John Jewel. Yeah, when I'm home alone. Shit. The question should be asking is, where's my home? God damn it. I'm going to really meet somebody at my house for the first time. So Wesley VJ say big love from UK. Shout out to you, Wesley VJ. Grave Dog said, yo, um, are you the one that said what's your favorite labu? What is it, labu? Labubu. What is that? It's a toy. What kind of toy? Is it like a sex toy or something? So Ben said I don't do drugs. Well, Joker, I hope you don't goddamn it do drugs. You down here talking about drugs? I hope you ain't doing no goddamn drugs. If you're doing drugs, get your shit together, dude. Gravity Dog said a keychain GNG. It's a keychain game. What's that? My daughter makes keychains. She sells them. She be selling them on Etsy and another site. I ain't never heard her talk about that before though. Ben says stop asking me for drugs. Your ass is on drugs. You up there? Now you talking about you on drugs. Wesley BJ said where you at in your life, bro? Where I'm at in my life? Wherever I be at. Shit, who knows where I'm at in life? You don't know where you at in life. You never know. Shit, you might think you're in one spot. You might wake up tomorrow and something different. Tomorrow ain't promised. Your life ain't promised. Your status ain't promised. Your financial situation ain't promised. Your health ain't promised. Ain't nothing promised. Jeremiah Jarrett said, don't do drugs. Yeah, stay off the goddamn drugs. Don't do no goddamn drugs. The only drugs I do is vape. Which is, I guess you can call it a drug or not, but so tomorrow is everything. If you make it for the to tomorrow, if you look forward to tomorrow, shit. Fuck face 3000 said, dude, are you gay? Are you gay? If you make it to tomorrow, it says, what's the only you in control, bud? No, not really. Not really, because thing about life, man, is you could the thing about life is that no matter what your higher power is, what you believe in, what you don't believe in, a joker could come along and take your life. You know what I'm saying? And for no real reason, for no good reason, for no, you know what I'm saying? So life is weird like that. So I wouldn't say in control. So who has seen Breaking Bad? Y'all seen Breaking Bad? Fuck, no, I'm not gay. Fuck face 3000s. You said, I guess you said answering yes to your gay. Well, good. I don't got nothing against none of that shit. Do what you do. Shit, if you gay, more power to you, dude. I ain't one of the people that's gonna be all like, you know what I'm saying? My motto in life is do whatever makes you happy. I don't give a goddamn who you are or what you do, man. Don't bother nobody's don't bother no innocent kids or nothing like that. But outside of that, shit, I don't give a goddamn what you out here doing. If it makes you happy, shit, more power to you. So you really look gay. Well, if I look gay, then so be it. Ben. Why it says drugs make drugs make you happy? I think drugs make everybody happy, man. But the problem with drugs is that it'll ruin your motherfucking life. So yeah, you'd be happy and motherfucking in a pool of ruins without even realizing it. You know what I'm saying? Drugs ain't the way to go. I've seen too many people um, go down with drugs. So your morals are spot on. I'd like to think my morals are spot on, man. I live by my own morals, man, my own rules, man. I don't be out here. I'm not one of the people. That's one reason why I don't really be around a lot of people. I'm always the different person. Even growing up around the people I used to be around, there's always somebody always would say something to me like, "What you wearing?" or "Who's that?" Or I'm a kind of person, man. I live by my own set of rules and my own set of morals. I don't care what other people are doing and shit like that. I'm not worried about what's the cool thing to do. What people feel like they got to be into. You know what I'm saying? I just simply don't give a fuck about what other people do or how they feel or what they think I should be. Most people are goddamn illogical anyway. You know what I'm saying? Most people ain't got no sense. Most people are just lost anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I live by my own set of morals and my own set of rules, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that knows how tough life can be, and not even just for. I'm talking about more or less for. Don't even got to be certain stuff. I'm talking about more or less for. Okay, check. More or less for the way life is. I don't mean like rough. You had it rough. I'm just saying like certain shit that people may have within themselves that they can't. They trying to deal with mentally type shit could drive a person crazy. You know what I'm saying? Could make you make it hard to be happy, make you uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like so. My thing is that long story short, what I'm saying is I don't give a fuck what you like to do, what you're into, what makes you happy. If it makes you happy, like I said, as long as you ain't bothering no innocent kids or nothing like that. Outside of that, or not just nobody that's not a willing participant, I should say too. You don't want to. You don't want to be doing something nobody that doesn't want to be involved in it too. That's the other thing. Basically, don't do nothing to nobody who don't want it being done to them. Outside of that, do what the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want. Says, are you woke? Yeah, I'm woke, but I'm woke before the word woke became gentrified and taken over and something different. Woke now means something different. I'm from the era of woke when woke meant you was conscious. You know what? I'm conscious. You know what's going on in the world. You're on top of shit. That's what woke was before now. Now woke means it's all, I guess, LGBT stuff and all type. Not that I'm against that. I'm just saying the word woke has been hijacked and turned into something different. I'm woke from when woke first started being said. That's what the kind of woke I am. So he was on drugs for 24 years. You're now 49 and own a whole load of houses. Keeps me busy. And shout out to you, man. Congratulations for that, man. Much love to you for that. Cause getting off drugs, man. I never, I can't say I never seen, but I seen very few people get off drugs, like heavy, hard drugs in my life, man. As far as diesel, dope, heroin, man, I can't name, I can't fill up one hand with the amount of people I ever saw stop doing dope, man. Like people don't stop doing dope. Seen a few people stop smoking crack, but hard drugs are hard to get off of, man. Especially now they got that fentanyl and stuff like that. Joker will sell his mom for fentanyl, man. This shit is crazy. I'm glad I never got caught up in drugs. I tried some hard drugs growing up. I tried coke a couple times when I was young. Um, Luckily, it didn't have an effect on me for whatever reason. Maybe it was some bullshit. I tried. I did ecstasy once. That shit didn't do nothing to me. I think I tried acid once too. Like they used to have these little papers, like a little square stamp. They used to call them acid hit things. I want to say I tried one of them once, but it didn't do nothing to me. If I'm not mistaken, I think I tried acid once. I think I definitely did try acid once, if I'm not mistaken, but it didn't do. Luckily for me, nothing ever. There was something else I tried. I can't. What the fuck? Oh yeah, damn! How I forget this one? Motherfucking wet, boy. Motherfucking wet. That motherfucking with the PCP, the angel dust, man. I was fucking with that for a minute. Fuck around and almost threw my life away fucking with the fucking wet, man. They call it different things, different places. Out here, they call it wet. Some people call it love boat. They call it as PCP, angel dust. Like I said, we call it wet. For me, that stands for walkie talkie because you be beaming up the motherfucking Scotty on. I mean, you on wet, boy. When you on wet, man, oh my goodness, that shit takes away all your reasoning, all your fucking shit, that your common sense, reasoning, logic, shit goes out the window with wet, boy. My cousin right now, he's locked up for a heinous crime over wet. A heinous motherfucking crime he's locked up for right now over wet. Killed somebody and burned them a lot, burnt them up, and he's locked up for life right for that right now, man. Killed somebody, burned. He pled guilty, so it's not like whether whatever the case is, he pled guilty for it, so he's locked up for life. Supposedly they found pieces of dude's burnt skin in the sink and all kind of crazy shit. Fucking with wet, man. That shit. And I almost had my own episode with that shit. I almost had. Luckily, a dude I was around saw what was happening and took action and saved my fucking freedom, man. Because man, I might as well tell it now because one day I was getting jumped. One day, yeah, I was getting jumped because this dude, I had beef with this little dude. He was from Philly. These two dudes I knew, these two brothers are from where I'm from. But the one of them had another half brother who was from Philly, and he happened to come up. Long story short, I don't know why he thought I was the person to say some weird shit to. I don't know why nobody warned him. But the way I was back then, I don't know why nobody warned this dude the way I was. Nobody warned him for whatever reason. So he said some weird shit to me one day. And I was just like, oh, Quiet Storm, what's good? Shout out to you. And I was just um, like, I couldn't even like, why would you say that to me? Of all people, you picked me to say this to act. And there was a lot of people around. I was like, all right. I said, look, whatever. Wait till I see him again. I said, wait till I see you again somewhere, boy. I'm a. So it was a couple weeks later. Seen them in the projects. I'm out there. We out there chilling, doing the shit we do. Who comes walking up at this Joker, boy? With his brother, the one that I know from that I grew up with. Boy, that boy came walking up. They came walking up. I said, oh my God. And I was on the wet at the moment. I said, oh my God. This is my lucky day. This is my lucky day. So I went up to him and just started beating on him. You know what I'm saying? Because wet gives you like a energy that's like, it gives you bear muscles times like 1,000. So I just started whooping on the boy, beating on him. So I started, obviously, he was going to get beat all the way down to the ground. So his brother, which is somebody I grew up with, had to jump in it because what else could he do to save his brother? That's his brother, even though I don't think he even really knew him like that. It was like his half brother that he didn't, but he had to jump in. So next thing you know, I'm up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I'm up in the fucking air. They got me up in the air, and I'm almost like upside down, like to the point where if I would have got dropped at that moment, I'd have fell on my fucking head and broke my neck probably. Had me up in the air. So then I scribbled around and got out of it. Got When I got out of that hole they got me in, boy, I black. When I got out of that move they had me in, boy, there were some people around me. They broke it up and shit. So they got me out of it probably too. Whatever. Boy, when I got back, when my feet got back onto the ground, like I said, one of my peoples that was there saw it. Luckily, he intervened, did what he did, and saved me because mad people was in the project. That mad people was outside. This shit happened so quick. You know what I'm saying? And fucking with that motherfucking walkie-talkie, so they call it Love Boat, Angel Dust, Wet, um, Smack. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple different names that they call this shit. What's like a different besides Angel Dust? So bro, eyes on the road. I ain't even driving. I'm sitting there still in the parking lot. I pulled up to read some of these comments. It say Hoik 5953 said you use line, bro. Line Lenny, is that another name for Angel Dust? Is that what you talking about? Ben said, yikes. Said he sounds cool. Your favorite fish to say hi. What's going on? What's the NJ say? On the H, met a lovely girl. Maybe just a blessing. Still do things sometimes when I'm drunk, but I'm not willing to lose what I have. And the withdrawal on H is brutal. Hell yeah, I seen people that I was locked up coming withdrawing from that dope, boy. That motherfucking dope withdrawal. That shit looked spooky, boy. And I was in juvenile back in the day, juvenile detention locked up. 13, 14 years old, jokers was coming in from Bethlehem. Because back here in Lehigh Valley, jokers in Bethlehem, Puerto Ricans, they get on dope young out here. Not where I'm from Easton. Nobody I really knew did dope when I was young. Like people, that wasn't a common thing in Easton, but in Bethlehem, teenage Puerto Ricans, boy, be on dope, and they come into the juvenile, withdrawing off of dope, boy. That shit look brutal. See, your favorite fish of my country's former president has a Minecraft server. The hell does that mean? Um, 6H, whatever their name is, says, are you lying? What a liar. Oh my G, OMG, you a liar. Lies, pure lies. Allow your dumb ass up out of here somewhere and find something to do with yourself. Real nag. CC said, bro, eyes on the road. I'm not driving, dude. Ben said, we call wet. Ooey gooey bluey. Ooey gooey blue. That's a funny name for it. That's exactly what your brain turned into. A ooey gooey bluey fucking dooey off that shit, boy. That shit, I had a run with that wet shit, boy. That shit lasted a couple of months fucking with that wet. I don't even know why I started fucking with that shit. I guess it was cool at first, but that shit, boy, that wet will fuck your life up. Like I said, my cousin fucked around and killed, allegedly, well, he pled guilty to it, killed somebody and burnt them up, man. And burned them up, fucking with the wet. He's doing life right now. He had a dust. He had a duster. That's another thing. I don't know if I said dust or not, but he had a dust. They call it dust. Um, I was doing the mint leaves though. Because they had the cigarette, the dip. I never did it in the dip. That's like the hardcore way they dip the cigarette in the embalming fluid shit. I never did a dipper, but when I was doing it, it was on the mint leaves. So we used to just mix the mint leaves with a blunt. Put the mint leaves inside of a blunt, mix it with weed, or just put it in paper, just smoke it by itself. Or sometimes even mix it with just like tobacco. But yeah, that wet boy, that shit'll have you. That shit will ruin your life, boy. But I'm about to go up in the store. The potentially inappropriate message held for review. Somebody in here talking about drive faster, numb nuts. This dude ain't got no life. Who's this? 6H dubs. It's just a bunch of dumb words on your name. Love from San Francisco Valley 818. Shout out to you. What's good, Louis KUS, Louis Cuss. Hey, let me get up in the store for this shit mess around and close. I had to go to a different store. Went to get my tea, but they don't even sit. I drink this tea that's hard to find. For some reason, stores sell it, then they stop selling it. They only sell it for like a couple months at a time, then they stop. It's called Newman's Organic Green Tea. Newman's Own or Newman's Organic Green Tea. That shit is hard to find, man. People sell it, and they never keep selling it for some reason. It be one place, and then it don't be there no more. Then it be somewhere else, then they'll have it for a couple months, then they won't have it no more. Benjamin said, "You ever do computer duster?" I do. God damn, what the fuck is computer duster? That shit sound creepy as hell. Computer duster, nah, dude. That shit sound far out. God damn, computer duster. I never heard of that before. Let me get up out of here. Like I said, for the store closed on me. Shout out to everybody that came through. Hit the like button. I was kind of trying to wait to see if Ben responded because I want to know what the hell computer duster is. That shit sounds spooky as hell. You inhale it. What is it though? Non-business. So farts or turds trying to whistle. God damn, your mind must be fucking mush. That's the type of shit that's on your mind. Farts or turds trying to whistle. God damn, what the fuck type of life do you live where that type of shit is boggling around your mind? Then you come out and say it out loud. What the fuck, dude? Get yourself together. Your life is fucking in shambles. God damn. So it's like compressed gas for your keyboard, like whippets. I ain't. So get you high. I ain't never heard of that before. So do you speak any language other than English? Yo hablo muy pequeño español. ¿Entiendes que aprendes sí o no? I know a little something, man. Don't fuck around. I know a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You start working around a bunch of Latinas. You gotta learn. You gotta pick up Spanish because you don't know if jokers is plotting on you. You know what I'm saying? to get the dust off. Oh, so you mean literally computer duster? Guy, I thought that was like a nickname for it. So you talk about an item, some shit that you clean your computer off with. Who would have even thought about that even being something to even try to use? God damn, that's crazy out here. Sheesh, I never even heard of that before, man. The Southwest carpet hunter said if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump into his ass. This is like spooky hour here tonight. A lot of creeps came through this chat tonight, boy. Most people don't even be coming through my shit at the time, but there's been some creepy jokers came through here tonight. This must be fucking witch hour or something out here right now. People talking about farts and all type of creepy shit in there. Faraza Fruco hit 4-2 just said, wow, impressed. We talking about because I speak a little bit of Spanish. Tu hablas español, sí or no? O hablas muy pequeño, pero piquetas um, aprendiendo más. Piquetas aprendiendo más. Hey, I know about the propane, people puffing propane and shit like that. Propane. Back in the day, they had these shits called whippets. You know what I'm saying? Joker had like a whipped cream type bottle, some type shit, and put it into a bag somehow, whatever they did, and then huffed the bag, a brown paper bag. I stayed away from any of that type of shit. Oh, Fearless say you should learn Spanish as well. Oh, you in here popping shit? You don't know Spanish yourself? God damn it, you in here popping shit for talking about the Joker spoke earlier. You speak some other shit? God damn. Oh, but for Raz, maybe you Arab, sounds Arabic or something. What else you can speak? You can only make a few sentences in Spanish. CMAS 509 for a salute. Said, bro, you look North African. Says, okay, change my name. So it didn't work. Anyway, so what's one thing life has taught you the hard way? One thing life has taught me the hard way is that everybody don't have the same heart you do. Says, I am Iranian. I speak Farsi. Said, but you guess close. Yeah, one thing life has taught me, man, is that um, everything is. I'm saying something different now, but everything is temporary, man. Nothing lasts forever. You'd be lucky if you have one or two people in your corner through all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I learned that. That's one thing I learned the hard way. Jokers, I was out here, my life was on the line. Jokers trying to take me out, and who's gonna be with you? One or two people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are will stand next to you when you're winning, but when you're losing and look like you lost or about to lose, or your life is in motherfucking danger and shambles, that's when you know who's really messing with you. You know what I'm saying? And people don't feel the same way you feel in any situation, whether it's like a love situation, whether it's a situation where you change your life, change your way of thinking, shit like that. Um, People don't always. You can't ever feel like people feel the same way you feel about something. You know what I'm saying? So you love weed. Yeah, I used to love weed too, man. So invest in low cost index funds. I used to do a lot of investing. I ain't messed with it in a minute. I stayed a lot longer than I planned on staying. I was about to get out of here a minute ago, but then I wanted to see what this computer dust shit was. Computer duster. And then I found that. That's what I was really trying to find out. That he answered it. You're definitely safe for retirement. I mean, hopefully the way this shit is going, who knows if there's going to be a goddamn retirement fund for anybody the way this shit is going in America. America is looking real spooky right now. That's about it. Let me get out of here. Jim Smith says, I got to go do a real live real quick. So Beta Mel, I got to do a real live and sit down and really talk about some shit because it seemed like for whatever reason, maybe YouTube is opening up my algorithm a little bit. A lot of different people coming through here. There's only 4 people in here right now, but at one point there was a couple people in here. A lot of people came through here. Shit, usually a Joker can't get 3 motherfucking red stripes to come through this goddamn shit. It's a Saint Marcus said, "How you doing tonight, Pipsqueak?" Yeah, there's a lot of trolls in here too. So yeah, you'll see Duster and like Office Depot. Now I'm gonna next time I notice it. Now I'm gonna probably notice it somewhere when I see it. I'm gonna laugh and I'm thinking about this shit. Okay, computer Duster. So he says, computer. So what's the biggest threat to the nation? The biggest threat to the nation is people without common sense. That's the biggest threat to the nation. The average U.S. citizen is the biggest threat to the nation because he don't got enough goddamn common sense to save himself. So I want to see what you're hiding under that hat, cowpoke. Hiding here. Fuck face. What the fuck you think I'm hiding under my hat? The quiet storm, sister. Take care. You take care too, man. Yeah, let me get up out of here. I'll definitely be on here too. I got shit to do. This store about to close. Like I said, they got my tea in here. This is the only place now that got my tea. The last store I went to, we don't even got it no more. It's called Newman's. Newman's Own or Newman's. Maybe it don't have own on it, but Newman's organic green tea. That's my favorite tea. So I don't know why you stealing content from Rakai. I think you can get banned for that. The fuck is you talking about? Who the fuck is Rakai? So there might be a raccoon or something under there. A raccoon. Another joker in here with a fried brain in here just talking about shit that don't make no goddamn sense. This is spooky hour, man. Creeps come out. I guess now that it gets darker earlier, creeps come out earlier. I guess. So dude, you're stealing content. Who the fuck I'm stealing content from? I don't understand where they be putting like this crown thing next to people. Now it says #1. I guess that means what, the #1 person in the chat or number. I don't know what that be meaning. These numbers next to people. So #1, 2, 3, shit like that. Wait, let me get up out of here, man. That's about it.